Um, actually, I'm on a diet. Hey guys, this is Minhaz Remo and today we're gonna talk about diets. We're not gonna talk about paleo, not keto, we're gonna talk about crash diets. Let's get started. What comes to your mind when you think about dieting? Is it boiled chicken, broccoli, tasteless food, avocado, apple cider vinegar, living like a monk in the ancient Chinese temple? Sounds horrible. Well, except the monk part, I like that shit. You see, when people think about diet, they make things so complicated and intimidating, they often give up or they don't even try because it seems so complex, so daunting. This is how they end up with bad health, horrible food habits, and terrible lifestyles. What is crash diet? Crash diet is a short-term, low-caloric, intense eating plan. It is intense because of its low caloric and restrictive nature. Not fun, because when people go through this kind of diet or food habits, they end up getting cranky because they are not getting enough food, they are not feeling well, they feel cranky, they feel mad, and whatnot. Suppose someone went on a low carbohydrate diet for 3 months. As soon as they reach their goal weight, they go back to being their usual self, which is living on a farm and hoarding like a hog. That is usually how it goes. So after that, they look in the mirror and they say, oh my god, I'm getting weight again. And they go back to dieting again. You see this cycle? Sounds familiar? Of course it does. Most of my clients, when they first started out, they follow things like this, and this is really unhealthy. This is like a loop, it keeps on going, and this is also known as the yo-yo effect or the yo-yo diet. These results we see aren't based on behavioral or lifestyle changes. These are very short-term, forced and restrictive. Oftentimes, it is very unpleasant. That is the reason people cannot wait to quit dieting, and diet is dreaded all over the world. Rebounds usually occurs after a forced, restrictive and bland diet where lifestyle, career and food choices aren't taken into account. Quality of life greatly decreases and health complications skyrockets. Here are some side effects of crash diets: weakened immune system, hormonal issues, hair fall, up metabolism, even heart problem. No educated coach will ever support this because not only is it a very high intense diet that decreases your performance and creates a lot of side effects, especially if it's not monitored by a healthcare professional. Remember, diet is eating on regular basis. This is a goddamn routine, not a torture. Eating on a regular basis, schedule, routine, these are what diet mean. You eat something healthy on regular basis, that becomes a diet. You eat shit on regular basis, that is your diet. All right, so the concept is diet is a schedule, a routine, a practice. This is not keto, this is not paleo, this is not bullshit or whatever. This isn't torture. Okay, all right. Why do people do this diet then? Excellent question, stranger on the internet. This is why. They lack patience and want immediate result, regardless of what it does to their health. They want to eat like an unrestricted animal and see diet as a cure for their disease to fatness. They think they're gonna do the diet, it's gonna cure them of their fatness, and they can go back to eating like a pig. I'm so sorry for being harsh, but there are things you can do about it. You don't have to, just eat, feel good, because there are a lot of psychological reasons behind people who go through these kind of phases. If you don't take help for it from a professional, from a therapist or a strength coach or a nutritionist, you'll be stuck like that, because what you're doing is compensating and seeing something which isn't what it's intended for. Yes, diet is created by nutritionists for medical purposes, but those strict diet are often followed by tests and highly monitored by them on regular basis. You eating those bullet butter shit coffee wouldn't make you any slimmer just because you read it on the internet. Restaurants are their bay. There are some people who pride themselves about eating outside every other day. I know some people and they think this is some kind of achievement. They eat less at home and more outside because money. You see, you should eat outside as less as possible, eat at home as more as possible. They have a horrible lifestyle. All the diet in the world cannot help you with your weight issues if you have a horrible lifestyle and terrible food habits, because changes come from within. If you work out 20 minutes a day and sit on your ass for 23 hours watching or binging on Netflix or playing computer games, although those are not inherently bad when done in moderation, but there are people who waste their life away on computer screen and whatnot. You understand what I'm saying? These are the terrible lifestyle that affects you in the long run.
So what should I do?
Well, you should, let me see, have patience and don't look for an easy way out. Easy comes and easy goes. Sounds easy, right? Well, that's the thing. You guys keep looking for this magic pill that's gonna dramatically lose your weight or that fat ass of yours, if you have any. But you don't want to understand that there is nothing wrong with taking the long route, because you want easy answers, short-term results. Even if you lose fast dramatically, there are going to be saggy skin, there's going to be health complications, there are going to be a lot of side effects like we discussed earlier. Got it? Practice proper food habits. In my personal coaching session, I teach people step by step how to practice proper food habits, educating them how to differentiate between realities and myths. Here's one thing I do, which is when it comes to avoiding some of those guilty pleasures you have, especially I'm talking about food here, okay? I tell my clients not to buy that food completely. This is how they keep the food out of their house and out of their reach. And if there is no food, they will end up not indulging in them. It's just making the process harder. So if you want to use this, whatever food you like and you think that's bad for you, just stop buying them and keep it out of your reach. If you don't have it, you're not gonna munch on it. Healthy weight is not a number, it's a range. If your weight fluctuates between a certain degree, that is absolutely alright, as long as it's not too drastic and too much. If you want your big weight loss to stick, you better shift to a healthy lifestyle, because after you lose weight, you cannot go back to being what made you fat in the first place. Try not to eat outside too much.
But I can't cook.
Then learn how to cook. You're an adult, for God's sake. It's a process. It takes time. There are going to be many a time where you're going to feel like quitting, but diet alone isn't going to help you fix your weight issues. You got to have an integrated approach. You're going to have to build a healthy lifestyle. The reason I'm talking about this is because people always look for an easy way out, and they just don't want to understand that a healthy lifestyle doesn't mean just working out. It means making healthy choices, making healthy, conscious choices. It's a process and it will take time. The sooner you wrap your head around it, the better it's going to be. Don't sit around binging on bad things and expecting to lose weight. You got to take action, and that is the fact. And the action can be anything. It can be just maybe starting walking, or maybe go for a slight jog. And there are a lot of sound, but that's how it is. Don't think that a certain thing is gonna make you healthier quicker. Stop majoring on minor things. The thing what I notice with a lot of my clients is they think a certain food or a certain supplement is gonna help them lose weight, but they're just majoring on the minor thing. Fitness or performance is not a one-way street. It's literally a spear, okay? It's a lot of things, but all you see is body composition, and that is all you focus on. Don't think that restricting food and being miserable will lead to a fulfilling weight loss. It's just gonna make you hate it that much more. But how will you lose weight then? I know I sound like a broken tape recorder, but There is no other way. Yes, there are many ways to do all of these, but you need to accept the fact that it's not gonna be that easy like we see it on the movies. It's gonna take a lot of effort, it's gonna take a lot of failure. You just gotta have to be consistent with how you live and make healthy choices. Work out, take the stairs, walk to the grocery store, cycle, go for a walk again. Whatever keeps you moving.
Break the cycle, Morty. Rise above. Focus on science.
Stop seeing diet as a short-term cure. It is not a short-term thing. We already know the definition of diet is, but I'm going to recap. Diet is a routine. It's eating on a regular basis. It's a schedule, a lifestyle, all right? That is what diet is. This is not something to dread. It has to be enjoyable, fun, and fulfilling. Do not, I repeat, do not be miserable when you are dieting. Okay, if someone gives you a very low caloric restrictive diet, chances are you are not going to stick to it. Rethink your lifestyle. Talk to a nutritionist, talk to a coach, talk to a personal trainer, whoever can help you. But do not think there's a magic pill like the crash diet or a shit diet that's going to help you get out of this. Remember, trash in is equal trash out. So if you're going to eat shit, they're going to look like shit. That is one way to put it. This is Minhaz Remo, and I'm going to see you again next time. Spread the word, man. Remember, performance.